Are you in a child custody case where you believe that domestic violence might be a factor? My name is Carl Birkhead. I'm a family attorney in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I'd like to discuss how domestic violence impacts child custody cases. It seems like it would be a cut and dry no-brainer. Whoever's being the abuser obviously should not get the kids in a TV situation. And a lot of times that's how it works out, especially in cases where you got evidence of physical domestic violence, bruises, injuries, hospital visits, police reports, things like that. What I want to get into, though, is a little bit murkier, which is domestic violence that doesn't involve physical abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse, financial abuse is a huge one that that comes up into play a lot of times in these cases. It's not as easy to prove. It's not as cut and dry as a broken arm or a black eye, but it is just as damaging, and it is just as important to make sure that you address in a proper way, even though it is a little bit more difficult to prove. Ultimately, in these cases, child custody case, it always comes down to what's in the best interest of the child. So if we're dealing with situations of mental and emotional abuse, we have to figure out how is it affecting the children, and really how is it affecting the parents? How is the abuser acting? How is the abused reacting? If the abuser is going after the other spouse or the other parent, if it's not a marriage, or if the abuser is going directly after the kids. Something that helps a lot is if you're in a situation where you feel like you're being mentally and emotionally abused, or your kids are, if you're able to get out and get some sort of help. There's plenty of shelters around that have resources that can get you in with a counselor who can, one, and first and foremost, help you deal with what you've been going through, but two, also provide very credible testimony to describe the impacts of the mental and emotional abuse that have been playing out on you and on your children. Even though you can't see it like you can see a bruise, it doesn't mean that it's not there. It is absolutely real, and we need to figure out ways to show that. Getting some professional help is a great way. Recordings of conversations where it was just a knockdown, drag out fight, and the abuser was going off on you or going off on the kids. That's another great one. Financial abuse, it can be shown towards who's making the money, who's controlling the money. When does the non-earner even get access to money? There are a lot of ways that we can still show that there has been some sort of abuse in play, even if it's not physical, and we can absolutely use that to show that it's not in the best interest for the kids to be left in the care of that abuser. If you have questions about this, or if you feel like you may be in a situation like this, or someone may be in a situation like this, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. Go to makelaweasy.com. I'm with Worth Law Office. My name is Carl Birkhead, and I'd really like to help you if you're in this situation. Thank you.